Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Out of the Park Baseball 25 with the San Francisco Giants. It's July 1st. That means it's draft and deadline time. We're 44-38. We're 8.5 games behind the Giants. We're in second place. We still hold that final wild card position, but it is a battle between about 6 teams. We get Schuenel back in 4 days, thankfully. It's been, I don't know. We've been successful the first couple of years because our pitching staff has been the best in the National League. We've taken a bit of a step backwards pitching wise this year, and you can see what it's done to our record. For the pain, let's look and see Logan. Okay, I mean, he's having a typical Logan Webb season, right? I mean, he's on pace for 200 innings, on pace for almost 5 WAR. I mean, he's having a normal Brandon Webb season. So, I mean, that's the wrong term. Not Brandon Webb, Logan Webb season. So, Detmers, not far off, really, on pace for almost 4 WAR. So, we have Detmers locked up through next season again, and then Schuenel is back in a handful of days. So, that will be good. So, we're going to get to the draft. And then we will make some deals. I have a deal that I've sort of been playing around with, and I'm not going to sit here and make you watch the entirety of my negotiation, but I'm looking to pick up somebody who can potentially play center field for us this season, and then play all over the diamond next season. So I'll show you that deal when we get there. But for now, I want to play a couple of games. So let's stats first. We haven't looked at that. Offensively, Nolan Jones, Royce Lewis, both having great seasons offensively. William Contreras has given us some offense we haven't had from our catching position in forever. Vlad is the numbers are picking up. He's been getting better as the year has been going on. Yeah, he had 302 last month, 900 OPS. So I'm actually hopeful that he opts out. He's so good against lefties. Problem is, if he opts out, we're going to need to find somebody who can hit against lefties because that's not really Schuenel's thing. But if he opts out, and the plan is still to go after Tovar. That's still the plan. But I think some of that may depend on Vlad opting out of his contract because I don't know that we're going to have enough to sign Luzardo to a long-term deal and spend, $25 or $30 million on an offensive free agent because Luzardo wants, 5 for 20. I mean, I could probably get him down to 5 for 21 or something, but that doesn't leave me with a lot of money. So we will see. All right, so let's get to some simming here. We got Arizona. So we'll get right up to the draft. Arizona, Colorado, St. Louis in 10 games here leading up to the draft. Game 1, it's a 4-1 loss. 9-2 loss. Oh, come on. We get Schuenel back, so that's something. Get our lineup set back up here. Not good. Not good. This hasn't been at all what I've been looking for here, but we'll figure it out, I think. All right, we got Colorado. We're still in that last wild card spot. We're now 9.5 games out. Hey, there's a win. 7-3 victory with Kyle Harrison on the mound, I believe. Yep, Harrison goes 6 1/3, strikes out 10. We get home runs from Vlad and Royce Lewis. Schuenel's first game back goes 0 for 4. Game 2 against Colorado. 4-0. Whoa. That one hurts. All right. Luzardo goes 6 2/3. Who comes up? We need somebody who can play third base. I mean, Josh Jung can play third. Yeah, I guess. All right. So We got Grissom at second, Lewis at short. I don't want to mess with that too much. Jung can hit lefties okay. I guess we'll stick Ortega at short. Or at third, rather. Just see how it goes. Ugh. It's brutal. Okay. That is absolutely brutal. So no. Oh, man. All right. Well, we lose Nolan Jones for the season, and then we lose 4-3. We win 9-4. Dylan Carlson isn't happy with his role on the team. I don't particularly care. Grissom goes 4 for 5. Vlad. Manzardo homers twice. Schoenel has 3 hits. Detmers gets the win. It's Paddock against Keller. 11-4 loss. Harrison, 5-4 win in 10. 2 hits from Grissom. Schoenel, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Vlad, Grissom with a home run. Harrison doesn't get the win. Coffee blows the save. Miller gets the win. All right, so we are 9.5 out, and we're in that last playoff spot, a game and a half up on the Reds. Ortega at third is just gory. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I really don't want to give him 5. Would he take 4 at 20? That's 2. He really wants that 5th year. All right, I don't know that I'm ready to do that. The problem is my money for extensions is dropping because my revenue per game is down because we're not playing as well. All right, well, let's get to the draft, and then we'll figure it out afterwards. We're picking 26th. Some really good names in there, so we'll just sim ahead. All right, who do they think we should take? First baseman. I'm not going to take a first baseman with my first-round pick. Ismael Contreras, a third baseman who offensively looks pretty good. I think that might be our pick. Jamie Hudson, 60 blocking, 65 framing. I'm going to plop him in there because I like what I see from him. Calico. It's probably Chalico. It's probably Calico. Whelan goes to Georgia Tech. Probably going to stick with Hudson. What do we have for pitchers? D'Angelo Anderton. That's a name. High work ethic, 55, 55, 60. 3 potential plus pitches, but no fastball. A lot of good starting pitchers. I think one of these guys probably will be here with our next pick. Do we go Jamie Hudson? What does OSA think? OSA doesn't like him quite as much. 6'4", 190. I have such an issue drafting high school pitchers. Tim Cobb, a 6'3 lefty, 75 stuff, 55 movement, 45 control, 5 potential. Might be Tim Cobb. High work ethic. All right. Tim Cobb is going to be that pick. 75 stuff. Can work on the stamina potentially. Ground ball pitcher. Yep, Tim Cobb. There's still a lot of pitchers left. What do we got for batters? Hudson's still there, so it worked out in our favor. So we're going to take Jamie Hudson with that second pick. Mike Heinert. A lot of talent in this draft again. Wasn't he in the draft last year? Yeah, we're going to take him this year. Phil Furness. We got Jeff Cole, a second baseman with a lot of power, but not much else. Ismael Contreras. He was the one who was there before. He was I'm going to take him. A little bit of an old overager, but looks like that bat may be there. Chris K. Good range, low financial ambition, 55, 55. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many of these guys will ever actually. No, Danny Guerrero. I like the 21-year-old catcher. I mean, we did just take a catcher, but 65, 60, 65. Good contact. Yep, we're going to take Danny Guerrero. So K is gone. That's not a huge problem. Alejandro Delgado, nicknamed Goofy. High work ethic. I like that. Yeah, I don't know why some of these guys are hanging around, but we're just going to keep taking them. Arturo Huerta. Let's go back to pitchers. Prince Betty. That's a name. An impossible sign, though. All right, let's look at individual pitch potential. Wow. High work ethic. I think that's the two pitches, though. Mike Bone. 6'6", 195. Sure. Ooh. Nelson Valle. No. Right, so we got a knuckleballer who's no good. Xavier Hendry. 50, 45, 40. I mean, he's really low ceiling, but not terrible. Betty's we can't draft. Burbeck. 35 high leader. 55, 45, 45. Meh. Oof. I think we take Dave Dobbs and hope that all of this just works itself out. Fielding. Already taken a couple of catchers. We'll take a third one. Bobby Huff, our high work ethic catcher with decent enough offensive ratings. Infield range. Josh Edick. High work ethic. Good contact. Good range. Can't really play anywhere else on the diamond, though. Yeah, we'll take him. Anthony Pack Jr. Yeah, really good defensively. No, we're going to take Pack. Batting potential. Do it this way. What do we got? Mike Ludke. Yep, we'll take him. High work ethic guy, has some offensive abilities. D.D. Harriel. It's a great name. Great name. Sure, another catcher with high work ethic. This is going to be the catcher draft. We have 3 catchers drafted so far. All right, sorry about that. We just need to finish up the draft here. We only have a handful of picks left. I don't necessarily want to take another catcher. Yeah, nothing crazy left here. Do we got any pitchers that were overlooked? Ken Weaver looks okay. Control probably never develops, but that's all right. Do we just let the AI finish things up here? Aguilar. We'll take Aguilar. Take a couple of relievers here at the end, maybe. Dennison, high work ethic. Sure, you never know what you're going to get out of those guys. And Nelson Valle. Sure. A lot of good pitches. McElroy, sure, another reliever with high work ethic, and that is how we will finish the draft. All right, so my plan, I gotta sign our draft picks here. My plan was to go after anybody. Yeah, let's sign these guys first. My plan was to go after somebody who could potentially play shortstop, but I think he might. The guy I'm looking at might actually be able to play third base as well with his defensive ratings. I don't know that he's going to be a great hitter, but with his defensive rating, yeah. So I wanted to get somebody to play in the outfield. What I wanted to do is find somebody to play the outfield so I could move Schoenel to first, and then potentially trade Manzardo. That was kind of the thought process. But I think the player I'm looking at, I still might be able to make it work. So he's not on the trade block. At least I don't think he is. No, he's not on the trade block. Ooh, Byron Buxton is on the trade block, though. What do they want for Buxton? Oh. Exercising is 10-5. Okay, it's fine. He's disruptive. I mean, he would be the perfect acquisition for the season, but he's disruptive. Hae-Sung Kim is out for 4 months. Ryan McMahon, really good defensively, good against righties. Can we pick up Ryan McMahon for cheap? Cheap-ish? And he's better defensively than Jung. I just don't really want to give up anything of like actual talent. I mean, maybe this is the play. Let's do that instead. Instead of going after someone like Ryan McMahon, although he's super defensively. He's got some power. Casey's not that far off, truth be told. He's not going to hit for power. It's not going to cost us anything. So we're going to do this instead. We're going to designate Jung. We're going to go to Casey Schmidt. We're going to promote him. And we're going to make him our everyday third baseman. And we're just going to say, go do it. And that's going to let Arteaga continue to be the backup middle infielder. And we'll just bat him at the bottom of the lineup. We'll just do that. All right, so that's still going to let me kind of go after what I'm looking at here. So we'll go to initiate trade. We're going to go to the Red Sox. And I've been fixated on the Red Sox here for a while. So the player I'm looking at is Ceddanne Rafaela. He's 27 years old. He's making $2.6 million in arbitration this year, having a good season. Good offensive ratings, great speed, and he's great defensively, can play everywhere on the diamond. And this is the deal I'm looking to get done here this offseason or this trade deadline. So I'm looking at Hartle, and I can get him by giving up Hartle and I think one or two other pieces. What I'm not going to do, though, is sit around and, I can get it done if I throw in Aaron Bummer here. I want to see if I can do this without giving up Bummer or Coffey because I don't want to shortchange my bullpen. Although Bummer hasn't been great and he's a free agent, so maybe that is a fair deal. And then maybe see if I can get something back from the Red Sox instead. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause and I'm going to mess around with this deal a little bit and see if I can expand it a little bit, and see what I can do to improve the team. So I will be back in a minute. All right. So it was simpler than I thought it would be. We're going to send Josh Hartle, our very first round pick, who, I mean, looks like a decent fifth starter, I guess. He's been pretty good in Sacramento. Really good control, good changeup. Yeah, I mean, he will be a serviceable starter, I think, along with Kyle Manzardo, who's been up and down. Last year was good, but was hurt. He's given us some pop. I mean, I think he was productive, but a 3.1 million ARB number. And then Aaron Bummer, who he's been fine. I mean, he's been above average relief pitcher, but a relief pitcher. And his contract expires, and we're not likely to resign him at 34. So we're going to send him to the Red Sox. We're going to pick up Isaiah Campbell, who's going to replace Bummer in the bullpen. Hasn't had many opportunities in Boston yet, so this will be his first opportunity to really get a shot. He'll be part of our bullpen, and then we'll pick up Ceddanne Rafaela. Really good ratings against lefties, which is something we need. Great on the base pass, just amazing defensively. Could be a real weapon for us. I don't know where we're going to play him. I mean, well, let's complete the trade first. We'll pick up Rafaela and Campbell, and we'll stick them both on our. So now I think we need to redo our lineups. We need to just start over here. So if we look at batting ratings, I think we stick with Matos batting leadoff, and he's been so good in right. I mean, yeah, he's been really good in right field this year, so I think we just leave him there. Rafaela we got a right, so we got Rice. We want a lefty batting second. We don't really have we're all of a sudden we're really right-handed heavy. Let me go Schuenel batting second. Let's try that again. Let's try Schuenel in the number 2 spot against righties. Vlad will bat this is where not having Nolan Jones kind of jacks things up a little bit. We'll put Royce Lewis in. Do we play Rafaela in left, or do we play him at third? He's been playing second for the Red Sox this season. How much third has he played? Played a little bit of third last year. Yeah, I think Rafaela will be our starting third baseman. Then Grissom at second. In fact, I think I want to change the top of the lineup a little bit. Vlad was the DH. Schoenel is at first. Lewis is at short. I think I want to change this a little bit. I think I want to do that. Then Contreras. Duran in left. Myers and so all of a sudden, I think we're a much better defensive team. Getting Schuenel out of left field, where, I mean, yeah, he was pretty bad. Getting Schuenel out of left field. Now our outfield: Duran, Myers, Matos, all of which I think have been. He hasn't played many games in left. And next year, when Duran is gone, because we have Myers for a couple of seasons, right? Yeah. So we have Myers for this year and next. So maybe next year, Rafaela moves to left. We have some flexibility now from a lineup perspective, though, which I like. And I don't think we're done. I think I want to add to the oops, what did I do? Rafaela. How's Duran against lefties? I mean, his ratings look fine. I think we stick with our lineup. Rafaela at third. And we'll bat Duran last. All right, cool. Then pitching, we've got Isaiah Campbell. We can just stick him in as middle relief. Yeah, our bullpen has been fine. I kind of would like to pick up a fifth starter. To be honest, Mitch Keller hasn't been good. Trade block. Skubal is on the trade block. He's making $24 million this year and next. Kyle Hurt from Arizona. He's a league minimum guy. Varland, $9.8 million in ARB. I'm not interested in that. Can we get Kyle Hurt from Arizona? He's somebody I like to trade for. And I will give you, we'll start with Keller. Okay, so we can probably get this done. 50 players in AA, huh? Are any of them any good? No, our AA team is terrible. It's terrible. Come on, Jose Ramos. How's Eldridge doing? I maybe we use Eldridge as a trade chip. Trade chip. Let's try something. So if we add him and Keller, what can we get for a starting pitcher? Drew Thorpe from the White Sox. A couple of really good seasons. His ARB number, though, is 12.5. Noah Schultz, he's only 24. He's been pretty good. Maybe Noah Schultz? Ooh, Emmett Sheehan. Can I get them both? That might be an option with the White Sox. Let's see what else is available. So far, the White Sox, I like what the White Sox are kicking around here. Hunter Brown making too much money. Kyle Muller. Meh. Nothing. Arrighetti is, he's all right. Let's go talk to the White Sox. Let's talk to the White Sox and see if we can pick up Schultz and Sheehan. All right, so Schultz would become our starter. High work ethic. He's only 24 years old. He's ARB eligible. That ARB number is not bad. It's only 2.8. Sheehan, ARB eligible. His ARB number is 2.4. Yeah, I mean, they were both good for the White Sox last season. Sheehan hasn't been great this year, but he'd be a bullpen guy for us. Kyle Lewis. I was seeing something about him the other day. He was the 2020 Rookie of the Year, and then, look at these numbers. 21, 22, 23. He revived his career a little bit in San Diego once our sim got started, but Rookie of the Year. I mean, you take everything in 2020 with a grain of salt, right? Everything was a little jacked up and backwards, but frees up a little bit of money this year, which we're not super concerned about. They're rebuilding, so they're probably not going to give up any prospects, which I'm not super fussed about. Got anybody in AAA that might be interesting? Jacob Gonzalez? Gives us another middle infield type prospect. I mean, he's got everything except for the power. Not bad middle infielder, really. What else you got for me? About some catching depth. I'm not normally the type to just keep adding on like this, but why not? I don't want to give up Cardenas yet, even though it looks like he's basically a bust. You can have Moises de la Rosa. Wes Kath was a first-round pick. Kalina? I don't normally do this, but you want Harrison Bader? Fine, you can have Harrison Bader. This is giving me some minor league depth that I think... Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to send Bryce Eldridge, who, 174, 230, 319, and 69 Major League at-bats, has hit in the minors. Absolutely, he's hit in the minors. I don't know that the profile projects, especially in San Francisco. Mitch Keller, we signed to a 2-year, $1.5 million contract that hasn't worked out. He's been bad, so we're going to cut our ties there. And then the other two are, De La Rosa, the 23-year-old, don't really have a position, can't really hit. And then Bader, we signed to fill out our minor league system this year. And in return, we're going to get Noah Schultz. We're going to move into that 5th spot, maybe a little bit higher ceiling. He's got 3 better pitches than Keller. On pace for 175 strikeouts, 3.1 more. Emmett Sheehan, going to be a bullpen guy for us, but looks like he could be a pretty darn good bullpen guy. Jacob Gonzalez will give us some minor league, or give us some infield depth. Chirinos, give us some catching depth. And then Robert Colina will give us some pitching depth. So let's go ahead and make that deal. So I got to put all those guys on the 40, huh? That's fine. Except for Jung. Gonzalez, Chirinos, Colina can all go to AAA. Schultz will come to the majors. We will stick him in the rotation. Dabovich, go to the minors. And Sheehan can come up. And we'll make him a relief pitcher. Yep, up to 70 stuff. Love that. So we'll make him a relief pitcher and actually use more often and see how he does. 70, 55, 50, and with 3+ pitches. And we'll sim ahead a little bit and see how this new look lineup goes. We've added Ceddanne Rafaela and Noah Schultz. Added Emmett Sheehan to our bullpen. And we haven't really sent any of our high-end prospects away, which is nice. How are these guys doing this year? 263... 6 homers, 20 RBIs. I think he'll stay in rookie ball the rest of the season. I think Juan Maldonado is ready to come up. Look at those numbers in rookie ball. 2 earned runs in 38 innings. Yeah, he's ready to go. Sherrill was one of our picks this season. Oh, right. He was one of our, after our 5th round or whatever it is, where you don't have to pay them. Burdan was our 3rd round pick a year ago. He's hitting pretty well, but I don't know that the numbers justify it yet. How's Kellner doing? It's fine. We'll call him up. I think his career's pretty much stalled out, but Jaden Stroman's not hitting yet, but I still have confidence. That's a really good, that at a minimum, that's a good backup middle infielder. So I have confidence in him still. Rustin Rigdon was part of our first draft class. He's hitting, so maybe we call him up and see how things go in high A ball. Anybody in high A ball that needs to move around? Nope. Now we get into AA, AAA, where things are not going well. All right, well, let's see how this new look lineup performs here. We got the Mets for 3. Okay, 13-8 win. We hit 3 hits and 4 RBIs, 2 home runs for Ceddanne Rafaela in his debut. Vlad homers as well. Nobody pitched particularly well, but the Rule 5 guy, Gage Jump, gets the win. All right, so we win game 1. The new look Giants. We lose 8-6. We win 10-1. So the offense performing here a little bit. Rafael is only hitting .769. He's 10 for 13 since we picked him up. He's got 9 RBIs in 3 games. I would say that's working out so far. In fact, I want to go in here and I want to increase this because I want him stealing bases too. Well, all right, Ceddanne. That's a decent start. That's a way to get the fans on your side. Contreras has that average up over 300. Detmers picks up the win. He's 8-4. Noah Schultz making his debut today against Minnesota. It's a 3-2 loss. He didn't pitch badly. I mean, pitched well. 5 shutout innings. All right, we got Harrison on the mound today. 12-0 win. Stevenson thinks his talent is being wasted. I don't care. AL All-Stars. Cease Kirby. You can see the rest of the list here. I'm not going to name everybody. Baltimore has Rushman on the bench, by the way, just so you can be aware of that. They're playing Basalo every day. In the National League, Camilo Doval made it as a starter. I love that. We didn't have a starter make it. It's a bit of a surprise. Mason Miller made it. Contreras made it. And Royce Lewis made it. So we had 3 offensive all-stars. We win this game 12-0. Rafaela's average is down to 619 with the team. 13 for 21 here in 5 games. Jarren Duran, 3 for 4, 6 RBIs. We had no home runs. Duran, a couple of doubles. Harrison goes 5. Jump goes 4, gets the save. Wow, offense has picked it up since that trade was made. Schoenel's got his average up to 245. Another 5 RBIs for Rafaela. He has 16 runs knocked in 6 games. He's given us 1 full WAR in 6 games. So far, so good for Sedan. Grissom 3 hits, Vlad a couple of hits. Duran drives in another 4. That's back-to-back. Got 10 RBIs in his last 2 games. He wants to be re-signed. I mean, I don't hate bringing Duran back in left and putting Rafaela in center. Imagine if we had Nolan Jones in this lineup right now as well. Oh, it'd be so good. Luzardo gets the win. That ERA down under 4. Yeah, we don't have the money at the moment. And that's because of the ARB numbers for some of those other players. All right, well, we'll cross that bridge. We got the All-Star game today, so we got a couple of days off. Jacob Gonzalez, 9 for his first 30. We got a couple of days before our next game, right? Yeah, we got Tampa for 3 starting on the 22nd. We got going with the All-Star game. Anything? MJ Melendez wins the home run derby and takes home the All-Star MVP. Good for him. Box score, what do we got going on? Royce Lewis goes 2 for 3 with a couple of RBIs. Good. Nobody on our team pitched. All right, here we go as we kick off the second half of the season against the Tampa Bay Rays. Game 1 is an 8-3 win. Yeah, that offense has really picked it up since we made that deal. Rafaela, his first hitless game. We get 3 hits and 3 RBIs from Schoenel, 2 hits, 2 RBIs from Lewis, Matos. Power hasn't been there. That's been a bit of a surprise, to be honest. Figured we'd get more power than that out of Schoenel, but it's okay. Nishimura pitches well. Sheehan how's he done so far? 4 innings, 1 earned run. Okay, I'll take it. Another game against Tampa. And another win, this time 3-2. Matos 4 for 4. Contreras has that average up to 314. Detmers goes 6 1/3. He's pitched really well. He's going to give us Logan Webb numbers without paying Logan Webb dollar amounts. Stevenson's been great. Miller's ERA is a bit high, but I mean, he feels like he's being wasted. Can I use him more often somehow? 7th or later. set up? Not really. I mean, maybe I put him in. I don't want to. I don't want to change our bullpen. Our bullpen has looked good. Does he have? Make him the specialist slash mop up, I guess. All right. Final game of the series against Tampa Bay as we look for the sweep, and we get it. Royce Lewis, 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, another 2 hits and 2 RBIs for Sadan. He has 18 RBIs in 9 games so far. Yeah, his ARB number goes up to 6. So where'd all that money come from? Was it Schultz? Must have been Noah Schultz, right? Because he's making, I don't know, his ARB number goes, let's look. Let's go here. Because we were at $34 million. I'm trying to figure out where some of that ARB money went. Grissom's jumped. Rafaela's at 6. Isaac Coffey, maybe. Oh, Jung. It's Jung. I'm gonna have to eat that ARB number, and I'm not eat it. I'm gonna waive him when the season ends, and that will no longer be part of my payroll. Our payroll jumps. I mean, a lot of what we're going to be able to do in the offseason is going to depend on what Vlad chooses to do. If he opts out, we'll have some money to play with. If he opts in, we might be making some fringe type moves. We'll just see. All right, Arizona now. 4-3 loss. White Sox want to send us Steve Wilson. No. Tampa Bay wants to send us Johnny DeLuca and Steve Bowles. For Bernie Lemus, no. Nope. All right, so that was a Kyle Harrison game that we lost. All right. There's a 2-1 win behind Jesus Luzardo, who gave us 6 shutout. Campbell gets the win. Funderburk the save. RBIs from Grissom and Guerrero. 9-4 win behind Nishimura. Yeah, he's been really good since the beginning of the season. That first month of the year, I consider March and April 1 month. I mean, he was really bad, but 3 solid months in a row. He's 5, 7, and 4. Maybe off a little bit this month, but so far he's been good. So far he's been good for us. I'm pleased with what we're getting. Myers homers, Rafaela homers, Vlad homers. Schoenel stuck on 12 home runs, but has that average up to 250. Cool. Kyle Hurt now for them. And he beats us. Beats Reed Detmers. Is this the Giants? Or is that the Angels? It's the Angels. All right, so we'll play these 2 games, and then we'll take one more look at the deadline and see if there's anything we want to add. Noah Schultz goes today. We win 6-4. Does Schultz get the win? He doesn't. He goes 4 2/3. But our bullpen comes in and does a nice job. Funderburk faces 2 batters, strikes him out. Ortega, Schoenel, Schmidt. Hey, Casey Schmidt with his first big league home run. He's hitting 400. We love Casey Schmidt on this channel. Fan favorite from last year's Chicago Cubs playthrough. Ortega, Schoenel, Schmidt, and Rafaela again. I mean, the average is dipping, obviously. I mean, he was never gonna hit 500. But I mean, 1.2 WAR in 14 games. He's got 22 runs knocked in 14 games. That has been a solid pickup. All right, one more game, and then we'll take a look at deadline stuff. Another win for the Giants. Nothing. Schoenel with an RBI. Myers with an RBI. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's his back. Well, this sucks because I can't. I wish I knew what the potential injury would be. Did we sign all of our players? We did. There's Cobb, Furness, Wright, or Contreras, rather. Disable. I think immediately. Contreras isn't ready. How's Burgess doing? Fine. It's time to call him up. Phil Furness is ready for A-ball as well. All right. Let's do deadline day. We haven't ever done trade deadline day before. So what do we got? We haven't done it in this playthrough anyway. Do we have any starting pitchers? That aren't making a buttload of money? Excuse me. Oh, I got Tovar on the trade block. Huh. Framber Valdez, how much is he making? $30 million. I can't pay you $30 million. I'm just afraid that Harrison's gonna be out for the year. That's my concern here. Yeah. We might just need to hold our breath and hope that it's not bad. Shane Baz? Okay. I obviously can't have any of those players, but what about Vernacchio's been really good. No trade clause. Okay. Mason Black. And JP Crawford. Okay, so that doesn't really... I think we just got to hold our breath, guys. I think we just got to hold our breath. So let's just sim deadline day. Keep our fingers crossed. Oh, stiff back day-to-day for one day. Don't do me like that, OOTP. All right, so we win August on July 31st, 9-0. We get a home run from Dylan Carlson. Contreras 2 hits. Duran 2 hits. Matos 3 hits. Grissom 2. Luzardo goes 7 shutout. I think we got to figure out a way to bring him back. I don't know that we can't afford it right now. It's a non-factor right now, but once we get to the offseason, we got to figure out a way to get to bring back Jesus Luzardo. So yeah, I mean, offensively, the offense exploded once we picked up Rafaela. How's he doing defensively? Slightly below average. That's fine. But yeah, I mean, offensively, we're playing pretty well. I'd like to see some more power out of Schuenel. I mean, if he can give us 25, because I think we're going to need to replace Vlad's power. I truly think he's going to opt out. If you look at what he's asking for, it's not what I wanted to do. If you look at what he's asking for, he wants 4 years at 27. He's got a $27 million a year and I would sign him to that. Honestly, could probably get him down to 25, 4 for 100. I would do that in a heartbeat. And we do have. I mean, ultimately, if Luzardo walks and we go into next year with Harrison, Detmers, Nishimura, Schultz, we've got. We can make Mason Miller a starter. I guess his stamina's dropped. We can't really anymore. We can make Sheehan a starter. And I mean, we can find one because we will have some money. We just won't have a lot. So, yeah, we'll see what Guerrero does. If he opts out, we might be able to sign him to a cheaper long-term deal, which kind of gives us the best of both worlds. We can save some money on his contract, spread it out, and then reinvest elsewhere. And we will have more money than what's listed here because we're not going to pay these guys this amount. Like Harrison will be able to sign for less than that. Shono will be able to sign for less than that, so on and so forth. So offensively, it's been a good start. Lewis at 3.3 WAR. This is a great pickup for us. Great trade for us. We made a couple of really good deals in this playthrough. Royce Lewis, Nolan Jones, so far Seidan Raphael have all been great. Contreras having a fantastic season for us. I mean, who would have thought the Giants would have a catcher with an OPS of 845? Certainly not me, but he's been outstanding. Vlad's been fine. OPS of 850. Showing out. I mean, again, OPS of right at 800, 117 OPS plus. BABIP's low. I mean, I'm hoping that that'll even out here over the second half of the season. Matos giving us 360 on base percentage. Grissom's been fine. O'Neill Perez is our backup catcher's been okay. Myers is giving us value defensively. And then pitching. Yeah, our top five WAR are all our starting pitchers. Noah Schultz with us this year, 3 starts, doesn't have a record, but a 2.93 ERA. He's been fine in those 3 starts. Kind of helped. So I should probably bump this up because I don't like him pitching a little bit deeper into games. He has the stamina to allow that. So maybe we go 100 pitches. Our worst pitcher has been Mason Miller from an ERA perspective. Fourth negative WAR this year. I mean, I hate to move him out of he's clearly our best pitcher, but I hate to move him out of the. Maybe I do something like though. Do I want to do that? Maybe I do this. Maybe I swap him around and let Stevenson get some run as our closer. Stevenson's been a much better pitcher. Let's try that. All right, so that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I'm going to sim ahead to the middle of September. We'll come back and we'll do the end of the season. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.